Love that sound, nice clunk. Today is a good day. If I can get the seatbelt out. Come on, you know you want to. Today is a good day as soon as I can get the seatbelt out. Oh, how I love old cars. There we go, see, it was totally fine. Excitement level way up here about today's video. Holy moly, just driven the car to a location to get some pictures, warmed the car up. Now we're going to go drive some back roads with, again, LCE performance. This is another Audi Sport Quattro build from them, and this is their best one yet. We're going to talk through, of course, the video, the things they've done. Straight away you can see interior is very different. They've really pushed the level of quality of this one, making it somewhat daily usable. It's even got air conditioning. It's the first one to have air conditioning. If you remember the red one that I filmed, which Ken Block now owns, that did not have air conditioning. And today is 30 degrees. So I'm very happy to have something to cool me down a bit, because it is gonna get hot in here. LC Performance have just finished this the last week, and I rushed up to film it because this is something very special. It's hard to beat Audi Sport Quattro builds, and this is definitely one of the best. So much more civilized inside than the red one that I drove, which was now 2 years ago. It's got these beautiful reconditioned Recaro seats, full Alcantara interior over the dash, steering wheel, gear lever, door cards everywhere, even the roof. It is really a nice place to be. So this is as far as they've ever gone on one, regarding of making it a bit more comfortable and a bit more drivable, but this thing is wild. You need to have your big boy pants on when you drive this, because it is just insane. Power wise, well, this one is at the moment putting out just over 500 horsepower, or as LCE Performance say, only around 500. And it just feels more than that. I don't know if it's the way the turbo kicks in. It just feels ridiculously fast. Painted in black as well. There's actually only 2 Sport Quattros in the world in black. Now there's 3. Now, of course, officially this is a replica, but LC Performance are building these as they built the original Sport Quattros, which is cutting 2 Audis in half and sticking them together. Now the camera's probably jumping around a lot. I do apologize for that. It's a very, very, very bumpy ride. So beautiful BBS wheels on this with big 6-piston caliper brakes. Definitely enough stopping power, which you need for this car. It really puts you back in your seat. You've got to think fast in this car. I really struggle for words to describe what it's like driving one of these. All I know is that if I ever have a couple of 100,000 burning a hole in my pocket, I know the first thing I would spend that on. One of these. I would do my own build, which is what it's about with LCE. Doing your own build, your own colour, your own spec. Oh my word. So boost is coming in around 3,000 on this, and then basically all hell just breaks loose. But that makes the whole experience of driving this is just so unique. It's to this day, and I've driven I think some pretty cool cars out there, you know. I've driven a couple of hypercars, I've driven a Zonda, but this makes me smile, I think, more than anything I've ever driven. And one day, somehow, I will have one. I will have my own Sport Quattro build one day. And I will just spend every evening driving around back roads, listening to that turbo flutter, and laughing like a 10-year-old child and smiling the whole time. It's impossible not to smile in here, by the way. Literally impossible to drive this unhappy. Not possible. You have no idea how hard I was gripping the steering wheel then. Just the turbo just consuming everything. I mean, forget exhaust sound. The turbo on this is louder than the exhaust. Revs up to 7,000 RPM before it goes into the red line. Let's try and hit that. It gets pretty scary when you get up to close to 7,000 RPM. You may have seen as well, I have a Tesla in front of me. That's Corby from LC Performance. He's my guide car today, so I don't have to think about where I'm going. And the cool thing that he's driving an electric car is, as he's told me, he can just only hear turbo sounds because he has no engine noise, of course. He gets to enjoy to the full extent what's coming out the front of this car. Oh, just let me take this car home.